Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole Moore, also known as Divine Earth Angel. If you're new, welcome. How's it going? Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my amazing videos about healing, about spirituality and spiritual awakenings, ascension, all of those amazing things. Today, I wanted to share with you guys a few tips. Actually, they aren't tips, but there are a few ways to tell if you are a natural born healer. So I was born a healer. I am a certified crystal master and a Reiki master, and I have been channeling healing, intuitive healing, all of the healings, guys. And I wanted to share with you a few ways to tell if you are a healer. So if you guys are highly sensitive souls, empaths, you probably will fit into this category of being a healer. But there's a few other ways to kind of get clues as to whether you have this ability and whether it is trying to be unlocked or if it's already activated within you. So one of the ways to tell if you are a healer is your clairsentience might be off the charts. You might literally have felt other people's emotions since childhood. You may not have been aware of that's what was happening. You may have been sick a lot as a child and doctors could not figure out why. That was the case for me. I missed so much school, saw so many specialists and doctors, and they could not pinpoint why I was always sick, why my stomach was always imbalanced, why I always had rashes. First of all, I was picking up on the energy of other people's emotions and their sicknesses, namely my grandmother, why she had cancer and didn't tell anyone. I was literally feeling it and living with that, guys. It was rough. But of course, doctors couldn't pinpoint that. So that may be the case with you. If you had like unknown illnesses growing up, missed a lot of school, always like maybe you just never felt well, you were probably picking up on other people's sicknesses, illnesses, and emotions. And that's one of the biggest indicators that you were born a healer, because healers normally have that clairsentient ability. I know when I personally do healings, I tap into the energy and I instantly can tell what's going on with someone. I can feel it in my body. And it took years to understand that's what was happening, and training and working on that skill to realize, okay, I can feel your, whatever the case may be, I can feel it in my body and I can give guidance and I can heal that. So that may be the case for you as well. Another way to tell that you may be a natural born healer is, say you have a friend and they're telling you a very painful story. They're opening up. This is actually a two-parter, guys. So this is 2 and 3. First of all, people might naturally tell you their deepest, darkest traumas. Complete strangers sometimes, family members, friends, romantic partners. Again, there have been so many times throughout my life where I would meet someone and they would literally tell me their deepest, darkest secret or something that they have been trying to cope with or heal from their past. And I didn't really understand why. I was like, maybe they just look at me and think I look safe. But that's a big indicator that you're a natural healer. You don't understand that when people do that, you, with your energy, are naturally filtering out some of that heavy energy, some of that heavy emotion. You are bringing up to the surface some of the heaviness and the pain that they have been living with, burdened with for years. They're bringing it to the surface, they're expressing it, and you are actually transmuting it with your energy and opening and creating and holding space for them to release. Okay? So that's another indicator that you may be a natural healer. And I know it can be hard sometimes, and that's something you're going to have to learn to work with, is a healthy detachment to hold that space, but don't take that energy on as your own, because that's another thing that us healers tend to do. But with time, with practice, you'll learn not to carry that with you. Help them transmute it, help them release it, send it into the light to be transmuted, and let that go, and don't take it with you and harbor it. But like I said, this is a two-parter. So number 3 would be say you're in that situation, that scenario, and someone's just expressing their deepest, darkest layers and pulling up those things that need healing. How many times have you placed your hand on them just instinctually? Just place a hand on them. Guys, that is a big indicator that you're a healer. That is intuitively your body just knowing what to do. You place your hand on them. Guys, we have hand chakras. We have palm chakras, okay? And if you're a healer, yours might be activated. They may be actively working with that healing ability. And our hand chakras, our palm chakras, are part of our heart chakra as well. So yes, we're that clairsentient, highly sensitive, empathic energy. But guys, you put your hand on them. Do you know that that vibration is actually healing to them? So that's another indicator that you are a natural healer. You may want to hug them. You may want to put your hand on them. You are trying to ease that pain for them, release some of that tension, and your hand on them is sending vibrations and frequencies and healing energy that you may not realize. You're channeling it to that person. And yes, it's a normal human thing to want to do that, but on a different level, a different higher perspective, not everyone wants to put their hand on someone when they're expressing emotions. Some people want it to stop and they want to turn away, and they'll be like, oh, okay, buddy, yeah, change the subject. But for us healers, like I said, we hold that space. We instinctually put our hand on them or hug them or grab their hand and hold their hand within ours, or tears are streaming down their face, or they're expressing those emotions. Big indicator, guys. I want you to think about a time that you've done that. How many times have you done that? Have you always done that? Like, that's a big indicator. And those are the biggest 3 that I can think of right now, but there's actually some more that we can get into. So another one that you may have experienced is, like I said, you might want to put your hand on them, but you also might just naturally channel some information or communicate the exact perfect thing they need to hear. And that's coming from the divine. That's coming from, you know, the upper realms, the higher realms. You're channeling energy, but you're also channeling the things they need to hear to help them work through that emotion and that pain and that heavy energy. Another way that you may have kind of been like cued in is that you might have always wanted to be like a healer, like a doctor or a nurse or an EMT of something of that sort, maybe from childhood or throughout your life. And even if you didn't pursue it or things didn't pan out for like traditional healing, it was still kind of activated and within your awareness that you were a healer and you wanted to pursue it. So I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a surgeon. I knew I wanted to be a writer and a doctor. And yes, I did go through some medical training and I did start the steps to become a doctor. Ultimately, I did not finish, but I still had that innate knowing, and the things I did learn still helped me out. Going through all of that medical training and going pre-med and doing a CNA program and all of that stuff and learning about the body and the terminology. So when I do a healing, guys, it literally pulls up a scan of the person's body, and I'm able to see and pinpoint different areas that need healing. And just like I also said, I also feel it within my body, but it all makes sense that I learned those things and had that foundation and that knowledge. So when that scan pulls up, I actually can decipher the deltoid from the sternocleidomastoid and, you know, the different areas of the body and the systems and the bones and the muscles. I know what it is. So it kind of integrates and comes together with my intuitive healing and the other healing modalities that I use. So that might be another way that you have always just had a knowing that you wanted to be a nurse or a doctor or a surgeon or any number of healing professions. That's just, it was there. And even if it didn't work out, you kind of knew. So that's another way. So those are just a few ways to tell that you are a natural born healer. And I am bringing this up to you guys now because it is almost like a call to action to be aware of your abilities and your strengths and your purpose, and to seek out a way to strengthen it, work with it, intensify this gift, like use it, actually use it intentionally. So like I said, there are a few things you're going to want to learn about it, about boundaries and detachment and proper ways of healing. And I personally do teach that. I'm not saying you have to come to me to be your mentor, but there are several mentors out there that can help you learn how to use your gift, activate that gift, work with that gift, strengthen that gift. And it's time for you to do that. You can look up books, you can look up YouTube videos, you can book with me or other mentors or other healers out there. There's so many ways. Tap into your intuition and go with what feels good for you. You may actually just set that intention that you're ready to learn to be a healer. And trust me, God, the universe, source, the divine, they will put someone in your path to be that for you, or they will show you. There might be an ad that comes up with a book about it. There might be, someone else might share a video on Facebook about these different healing modalities, and that may be your call, okay? You might get an email. There's so many ways that it'll come to you, but if you put that out there to the universe that you're ready to go down that path to be a healer and use your gifts, let me tell you, it'll come. And if that's part of your life's purpose, I can tell you from personal experience, I've been following my life's purpose for so many years. I've been a published author since 2013, and I've been an active healer for years now, and it fully supports me. So it can fully support you as well. You can go after your dreams and use your gifts and abilities and fully support yourself and be abundant. And let me tell you, I was doing healings for free for a while and guidance for free, and that's okay. That was what I was guided to do. That energy comes back to you, even if you are practicing and doing it for free and giving that energy out, and it comes back to you, okay? And it can come back to you tenfold, and I 100% am a testament to that happening for me personally. So if that's something that's within you and you're ready to unlock it and go with it, start taking steps, put it out there. It will work out. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. My Instagram is @DivineEarthAngel, and you can find me on my website, distanceenergyhealer.com. I am so happy to be here with you guys and to be sharing this guidance and wisdom with you, and kind of just opening your eyes to the things you may have had always, but not realize how special they are, how important they are to you and your journey. So I hope this video is helpful, and I love you all so much. Please like, please subscribe. It helps my channel, and I would love to hear some of your thoughts. If there's other things that you've had on your path that may be other indicators, share that too. There's so many out there, but those were the 4 that really came up for me today. I may make another video about this, like a part 2, with a little more guidance about this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you all so much. Have a great day. And if you're interested in my High Priestess Activation Retreat with Jessica Bumgarner that's going on August 11th, I'll have the information about that as well. It's a live virtual retreat, 2 hours. We'll be doing meditations, activations, healing, channel messages, so many things. And if you feel called to get in there, we have 10 spots. So get in there now because they're going to fill up. And that's all I have for you today. Love you all so much. Bye.